Imagine walking down the street and seeing four people. The first is sleeping on a sidewalk with nothing but a backpack. The second is driving a reliable used car and has managed to save over $100,000. The third lives in a beautiful home, owns investments worth millions, and never worries about paying bills. The fourth arrives in a private jet. One controls companies that employ thousands of people. They all live on the same planet, but they live in completely different financial realities. Today, we're going to spend one day in each of their lives to see how money changes not just what you buy, but how you think, what you worry about, and what your future looks like. And the most surprising part? The richest person in this video may actually have the biggest responsibilities. Let's start at the very bottom. Meet James. James is 38 years old. A few years ago, he had a stable job and an apartment. But after losing his job, medical bills piled up. Debt grew faster than his income. And eventually, he lost everything. Today, everything he owns fits inside one backpack. His day begins before sunrise because he has to leave the shelter early. His first goal isn't making money. It's finding breakfast. Then he walks from one place to another looking for temporary work. Every decision revolves around survival. Where can I charge my phone? Where can I find clean water? Where can I sleep safely tonight? People often think being broke simply means having no money. But real poverty steals something even more valuable. It steals time. James can't think about investing. He can't think about retirement. He can't think about starting a business. His entire brain is focused on making it through today. When your basic needs aren't met, planning for the future becomes incredibly difficult. Ironically, even small problems become expensive. Without transportation, getting to work is harder. Without a permanent address, getting hired becomes harder. Without savings, every emergency pushes you even further behind. The biggest thing someone at this level needs isn't a luxury car or expensive clothes. It's stability. A stable income, a safe place to live, and the chance to rebuild one step at a time. Because once survival is no longer the only priority, everything begins to change. Now meet Sarah. Sarah is 34 years old. She spent more than a decade working, budgeting, and investing consistently. Today, her net worth is around $250,000. She isn't rich. At least, she doesn't feel rich. She owns a modest home with a mortgage. She drives a reliable Toyota that's already paid off. She has retirement accounts, index funds, and a healthy emergency fund. Her investments quietly grow every single day. Unlike James, Sarah doesn't panic when an unexpected expense appears. A broken water heater or a medical bill is frustrating, but it isn't life-changing. The biggest difference at this stage isn't luxury, it's peace of mind. Money has become a safety net instead of a daily source of stress. She still works every weekday. Her paycheck is still her biggest source of income. But something new has started happening. Her investments are making money too. Maybe not enough to replace her salary, but enough to prove that money can work while she sleeps. Her biggest challenge isn't earning more. It's avoiding lifestyle inflation. Many people finally reach six figures only to buy luxury cars, designer clothes, and bigger houses they can't truly afford. Sarah chooses something different. Every raise increases her investments instead of her spending. She knows wealth isn't built by looking rich, it's built by owning assets. At this level, the most important habit is patience. Because the journey to becoming a millionaire isn't about one lucky investment. It's about thousands of smart decisions repeated over many years. Meet Michael. Michael is 47 years old. His net worth is around $8 million. But if you looked at him in a grocery store, you probably wouldn't recognize him. He wears simple clothes. He drives a luxury SUV, but he paid cash for it years ago. His real wealth isn't sitting in his bank account. Most of it is invested. He owns rental properties. He owns shares in businesses. He owns stocks that pay dividends. His portfolio grows even when he's on vacation. His day looks completely different. He starts his morning exercising, then reviews investment reports, meets business partners, answers important emails, and spends afternoons with family. He works because he chooses to, not because he has to. This is where financial freedom begins. Michael's investments generate hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Even if he stopped working tomorrow, his lifestyle probably wouldn't change much. But life isn't perfect. His biggest challenge has changed. Instead of worrying about paying bills, he worries about protecting what he has built. Taxes, inflation, market crashes, bad investments, lawsuits, estate planning. At this level, losing money becomes just as important as making money. Millionaires understand something many people never learn. Income makes you comfortable. Assets make you wealthy. Now meet David. David's net worth is over $20 billion. His life is almost impossible for most people to imagine. He doesn't own just one company. He controls entire industries. Thousands of employees go to work every morning because of decisions he made. His calendar is scheduled months in advance. Private jets save time. Multiple homes exist because his work takes him around the world. But here's the interesting part. He probably doesn't have billions sitting in cash. Most of his wealth exists as ownership in businesses. If those businesses become more valuable, his wealth grows. If they lose value, billions can disappear on paper overnight. His biggest decisions aren't about buying another mansion. They're about building the next product, acquiring another company, hiring world-class executives, expanding into new countries. One decision can create thousands of jobs or erase billions of dollars. People often imagine billionaires spending every day relaxing on yachts. The reality is very different. Most continue working because they enjoy building. Money stopped being the goal long ago. Impact became the goal. Many of them compete with themselves more than anyone else. At this level, the most valuable resource isn't money. It's time. Because no matter how wealthy you become, you still only get 24 hours in a day. So what separates these four people? It isn't intelligence alone, it isn't luck alone, and it certainly isn't the clothes they wear. The homeless man spends every day trying to survive. The six-figure saver is building security. The millionaire owns assets that generate income. And the billionaire owns businesses that create enormous value. Notice something? Every level changes one thing. At first, you work for money. Then, your money begins working for you. Finally, other people's work through businesses you own creates even more value. That's why wealth isn't just about earning a bigger paycheck. It's about gradually buying assets that produce income whether you're working or not. No matter where you are today, remember this. Every billionaire was once at zero. Every millionaire once saved their first $100. And every financial journey begins with one decision: to start. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building wealth step by step, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.